The Nintendo Direct for September 2022 has wrapped up, and it was a bit of a mixed bag really. Definitely a preparative one for the Tokyo Game Show this weekend with some cool surprises, a couple of big shocks, and some misfires to say the least. But let's keep this positive. We're going to go through some of my favourite announcements in no particular order, and where better to start than the first game that was actually announced, Fire Emblem Engage. I covered the leaks of this a little while back, and I'm really happy to see this actually real, toothpaste haired main character and everything. This has a large Fire Emblem Heroes vibe with returning characters from other entries helping out and assisting in battle, and some sort of merging as well. Graphically this looks fantastic, a definite upgrade from previous Fire Emblem entries, and it has the potential to be a solid entry in the franchise if it's handled right. I do feel it might be at a bit of a risk of too much nostalgia taking over its own identity, but I'm excited nonetheless, and it's a January release date as well. That's outrageous how good. Next, I was really happy for everyone that Pikmin 4 isn't just a meme anymore, but a real bona fide game. No gameplay makes Peter a sad, sad boy, but it's exciting that this hasn't just been forgotten. It will be great to see what a ground-up Switch Pikmin game is capable of, and frankly, this series does deserve its chance to truly shine, even if they sort of sullied it a little bit in my opinion with a bit too much time on a Pikmin game that's already out. Like, Pikmin Bloom is fine, but I assume it's really struggling if they're pulling this sort of advert mid-direct, right? But on to better things. I was really enthralled by the Master Detective Archives Rain Code. I thought this was a funky looking detective game, lots of crazy bosses, good characters, adventure dungeons. It all looks very interesting, and it definitely looks like the sort of game that I would love to play handheld while the other half is watching TV or something. I'm definitely up for trying this one out, and it's the team behind Danganronpa, and they write really good mysteries, so yeah, I'm up for that basically is the long and short of what I'm saying here. Now, I can't make a video on the Direct without mentioning the probable reason for the Direct not being live streamed in the UK, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, because, you know, everyone's crying at the moment apparently. Anyway, that's the official title, and we've got a little bit of extra footage. It looks really interesting, especially the time reversal / holding onto a rock bit. Very, very cool. I'm definitely interested to see what's going on with those runes at the start of that trailer. There's a lot of mysteries, and I'm excited to get stuck into when it releases in May. Whilst we're on the subject of Zelda actually, leave a comment if you thought we were going to get a Wind Waker port, because I was convinced that we were going to. I also thought we were going to get Fitness Boxing 3, and we got that Fist of the North Star spin-off as well, and that's just as good, if not better. And I also thought we were going to get Atelier Riser 3 as well. That happened as well. Colour me proud of myself. But I think we should wrap up the cool hype announcements for the Direct with a particular shout out to those fantastic N64 games coming to Switch Online Plus. Having access to Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 is going to be lovely for multiplayer nights, as well as the first 3 Mario Party games, but frankly, they definitely knew what they were doing with the big one here. I never played GoldenEye as a kid, but I'm very excited to finally try it out. I heard that there were some licensing issues that have plagued the re-release, so seeing it coming to the Switch is awesome. It's going to add enough value for me that the Online Plus package will be worth it, but that's just my opinion. I hope you jump in as well. But that's really my top stuff from the Direct. Obviously there's other stuff I'm excited for, but those really took the cake for me. Now, I could have done a video about all the negative stuff that I didn't like about the Direct, because I know that performs better on YouTube, but I don't want to waste more time saying about how cloud versions of games are terrible, terrible ideas that exclude heaps of people around the world. I'm sure we'll get into that sometime soon anyway. Let me know in the comments what your favourite announcement was, and if you want to see what else I do on the channel, give the video that's up on your screen right now a little tap once you've already hit the subscribe button. Just hit it in the face.